debate, Kamru Chaudhary and Siddharth Yadav. Kamru Chaudhary, Kumbh is expected to generate a revenue of over 2 lakh crore rupees in just about 2 months. The Congress president says that will it really end poverty? How long will you try to trivialize every event?
Yeah, very importantly, you see, when we try to question Narendra Modi, Amit Shah and their governance and their policy, very conveniently, it is for the media and others to take over the entire discourse to either a pseudo-nationalism or into Sanatan slander or some imaginary path they feel confident about. When we talk about the development politics, then they will try to bring in the religion in the angle out here. Despite all
development politics, Kamru Chaudhary, just think about this. How is development politics essentially now being linked to insulting any religious segregation? And more importantly, you wouldn't have a problem. You wouldn't have a problem. In fact, we'll put out those images when the Congress leaders are basically going for Eid iftars. That time, it's not a problem. You have a problem only when the leaders are openly bracing their religion.
Sanatan is there since time immemorial. Islam or other religions have come in just 1500, 2000 years ago. But why do you have to compare Sanatan in comparison with Islam or other religion? Why can't you say that Sanatan is there as a coexisting religion in India?
But who exactly is politicizing the matter?
Even 2 days ago, Yogi Adityanath said that Sanatan is the only religion in India and other religions are only sect. Have you organized a debate on that slanderous remark by Yogi Adityanath? When Amit Shah on the floor of the House insults B.R. Ambedkar ji, when he says Ambedkar ka naam lete
that is also untrue.
What type of politics?
That is also untrue. Siddharth Yadav is coming in. Siddharth Yadav, come in. You've heard what Kamru has to say.
One more point. Yeah, my basic point out here is that nobody is insulting the Sanatan out here. Even 50
Please
years
tell me
ago,
what did Mallikarjun Kharge say? When Mallikarjun Kharge says that, first of all, his understanding of the Maha Kumbh is only about washing away sins in itself. In itself is a limited understanding of Maha Kumbh. Maha Kumbh goes way beyond in simply saying, first of all, Kamru, the problem here is that limited understanding of the Congress leaders. When you basically reduce Maha Kumbh to simply saying that it is about washing away sins, that in itself shows your understanding, party's understanding of the Maha Kumbh.
Absolutely not. Even when BJP or RSS were even born in India,
please let me
before
respond.
that time, prior to that time, Maha Kumbh was organized. But why does the BJP and the RSS want to project that anybody criticizing the RSS and the BJP and his
it's not about criticizing that. Siddharth comes in.
Yes,
Siddharth comes in.
You want to change it into
I've been very patiently listening
to cater to your majoritarian and your
I was trying to figure out response.
I was very patiently listening to Kamru Chaudhary ji, and I was trying to figure out that by what argument is he going to make sense or justify what Mallikarjun Kharge ji has said. Now you tell me, he says that we want to talk about development issues and BJP takes it to Hindu. We are not taking it. Who had put a gun on the head of Mallikarjun Kharge to come out and say कि कुंभ में आपको नहाने से क्या देश में गरीबी दूर होती है? Who had said it? Can you make the same reference to by lighting candles in a church, poverty cannot be eradicated?
That's what.
Can you make the same reference by going saying कि चादर चढ़ाने में दरगाह से देश के अंदर सौहार्द पूरा नहीं होता? Kamru ji, I was not speaking while you were speaking. I was very patient. I was listening to you. I tried my best to understand what is your argument, but you have no argument because time and again the Congress party and all the factions.
Kamru Chaudhary, allow Siddharth to respond. He was hearing you. Allow him to respond.
Time and again, the Congress party and all factions of the INDI alliance have just made it a point that how can they come out and abuse the Sanatan Dharma, abuse the Hindu traditions and nothing more else. Because it is the same Congress party jinke neta Rahul Gandhi says mandir mein jaane wale log ladkiyan chhedte hain. They are in alliance with DMK. Udaynidhi Stalin says it is dengue, malaria. His own son Priyank Kharge says yes, it is dengue, corona. K.C. Venugopal comes out and says,
there is a pattern. There is a pattern here. Siddharth, there is a pattern here. Siddharth, there is a pattern here. Tariq Ahmed Lari also. I'll tell you, Siddharth, there is a pattern here. The pattern is this, that Tariq Ahmed Lari's party, you have Akhilesh Yadav who takes a dip and then realizes that, okay, listen, I need to nitpick. This comes from a party where when they were organizing the Maha Kumbh, we've had a stampede back in 2013 when they were in power. Then you have the kind of preparations that they had essentially taken, which was again picked up by the CAG at that point in time. Tariq Ahmed Lari calling the UP cabinet chhapri. Now you have your alliance partner saying that will it end poverty? It basically shows where you stand as far as the Mahakumbh is concerned.
देखिए, पहली बात तो ये है, अभी चौधरी साहब जो बात कह रहे थे उस पे आप नो कह रहे थे। जो जवाब देना चाहिए बीजेपी को उस पे आप उनको ऑब्जेक्शन कर रहे थे। जो ऑब्जेक्शन आपको करने का अधिकार नहीं है, कहीं से अधिकार नहीं है। वो जो बात कह रहे हैं उसका ऑब्जेक्शन बीजेपी करेगी।
तारिक साहब, ये तो पहले बताइए, ये ऑब्सेशन जो रहती है, तारिक साहब ये बताइए, पहली बात तो आप जब रोटी कपड़ा मकान की बात करते रहते हैं, पहली बात तो ये बताइए कि आपको किस बात से प्रॉब्लम है, महाकुंभ को लेकर इतनी प्रॉब्लम क्यों है, जबकि आपको खुद पता है कि उत्तर प्रदेश के लिए कितना बेनिफिशियल रहता है। जब महाकुंभ की अगर बात करें, जिस तरह से लोग आ रहे हैं, उम्र के आ रहे हैं इस वक्त, उससे आपको इतना तकलीफ क्यों हो रहा है?
हो गई आपकी बात, अब मैं कर रहा हूं, अब आप बीच में ना बोलिएगा।
मैं सवाल तो जरूर करूंगा तारिक जी, क्यों आपको सवाल से प्रॉब्लम है? सवाल नहीं करूं मैं,
आप सवाल करते रहिए, मैं धन्यवाद करता हूं।
बोलिए, आप बोलिए, आपको बोलना है, बोलिए।
If you don't want me to speak over here, you should not call me.
No one is stopping you, but that does not mean that I cannot ask my question. Please go ahead. Mr. Lari, you are wasting our time. Please go ahead, make your point.
You are stopping me.
Make your point, Mr. Lari. There is no point, indulging in some sort of a rhetoric. Go ahead.
मैं बता रहा हूं, नहीं, आपको भी बता रहा हूं, there is no point कि आप उसमें ऑब्जेक्शन करिएगा, you are no one to object. हाँ, आपका सवाल था कि हम लोग ने ऐसी बातें कही। शास्त्रों के अनुसार शूद्र के लिए संन्यास और गुरुकुल वर्जित है। शंकराचार्य जी ने अभी बयान दिया है ये, ठीक है। तो ये भी वही बात कह रहे हैं जो
What is the point of
दातर लोग कहते
This is
हैं।
ridiculous, you know.
What is the
point?
point? What is the point?
हाँ, दे रहा हूँ, आर्गुमेंट का
Who
पॉइंट
gives
दे
you
रहा
the
हूँ।
right to comment on the Hindu faith? Who gives you the
Why
right to
don't
comment
I
on
have the right to
Sanatan?
comment on that?
Who are you?
Why don't I have the right
Who are
to
you?
comment on that?
Wow,
Who are you?
the right to compare Sanatan with
Who are you to comment on
Who
our
gives you the right
faith?
to compare?
Why don't you make the point? Tariq Ahmed Lari, make a point and I'll bring in Ratan Sharda to respond on this.
करूंगा भाई।
What authority do you have?
बात होगी, बात कर रहा हूँ।
Okay, allow him to say. Tariq Ahmed Lari, why don't you move on? Why don't you move on and make your point?
Attitude.
What is the point that you're making?
बेसिकली कुछ लोगों को आग लग जाती है तो वो बीच में
आप
बोल जाते हैं।
बताइए ना, आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं? पूरी बात तो कर लीजिए।
मैं ये कहना चाह रहा हूँ, आप सनातन कर रहे हैं। सनातन का सबसे बड़ा स्तंभ शंकराचार्य जी का बयान है कि शास्त्रों का नशा शूद्र को संन्यास लेना और गुरुकुल में जाना वर्जित है।
I can't believe you're allowing this.
ठीक है।
This is basic, like this casteism, this bringing in, using the word.
Casteist slurs that
And
we
this
are
word is
Ratan Sharda,
Ratan
Sharda.
It's a word that should not be used on television.
Ratan Sharda comes in
It's
right
an
now.
illegal word, that's an offense under the Atrocities Act. This man should be booked and FIR should be registered against him.
Ratan Sharda,
I still
Abhishek,
strong
I'll give you the
objection to
chance.
the use of this word.
Abhishek, you can also respond to it, but Ratan Sharda,
The use of this word is illegal.
Okay, can I just have Ratan Sharda right now?
Hey, to quote selectively from Hindu saints, and a saint who has always been under controversy is one of the vilest things that Lari can do. When Nupur Sharma quoted Hadith, she was put under sword. Two of her people who supported her were killed. Sartan se juda, and he is here telling us what is Hindu Dharma. So please don't try to show your scholarship by quoting Shankaracharya is always unhappy with whatever is happening. And that Shankaracharya, you support him when you need, same Shankaracharya, yes. And when you need, you support him, otherwise no. This is your friend. No, I know, this is your friend. Don't keep on showing me. I don't trust him. And secondly, when Shankaracharya Dharma Sansad says, na Hindu patita bhave, aap shant rahiye. Chup rahiye aap. जब शंकराचार्य कहते हैं कि न हिंदू पतित
Tariq Ahmed Lari, can you please allow him to make a point? You have a problem when someone is objecting. Ratan Sharda, please go ahead.
जब
Tariq Ahmed
शंकराचार्य
Lari,
कहते हैं कि सारे हिंदू कोई हिंदू पतित नहीं है, सारे हिंदू एक ही माँ के बच्चे हैं, वो शंकराचार्य कोर्ट नहीं करेंगे।
तारिक अहमद लारी, आपको मुश्किल हो रही है, आप सुन तो लीजिए, सुन लीजिए ना क्या कह रहे हैं, क्योंकि आपको उस बात से तकलीफ है, क्योंकि आप यू वांट टू हैव अ सिलेक्टिव वे ऑफ लुकिंग एट इट. Ratan Sharda is putting this into perspective. What exactly does this mean?
I will give written document that Shankaracharya has said that Hindu na patito bhave sahindeva sahodara. That is what Shankaracharya is saying since 1964. Don't show me that nonsense. Now coming to more serious issue. Tamil Zaman will say make so many wise things.
Tariq Ahmed Lari, can you please
you cannot keep on
calm down now?
Religious celebrations. My biggest objection is every day these violent, these poisonous people.
आप ऐसे रोकते रहेंगे, तारिक अहमद लारी, आप ऐसे रोकते रहेंगे, किसी को बात करने नहीं देंगे, और जब आपको कोई सवाल करे तो आप ये कहेंगे चलिए मैं डिबेट में नहीं बैठने वाला. आप उनको बोलने तो दीजिए. आपको अगर ऐतराज है उसके बाद आ जाइएगा, पहले उनको बोलने तो दीजिए.
They will quote Hindus when they want, but we have say that Muslim आपको वहां पर जब आप जाते हैं मक्का में तो गरीबी दूर होती है क्या? वेटिकन जाते हैं क्रिश्चियनिटी मनाते हैं तो गरीबी दूर होती है क्या? तो बोलेंगे उनसे कंपेयर मत करो. जब योगी जी कहते हैं हिंदू कंपेरेबल नहीं है तो उनको तकलीफ है, अगर मैं कंपेयर करता हूं तो इनको तकलीफ है, क्योंकि इनके मन में सच्चाई है ही नहीं. मैं बीजेपी नहीं जानता, मैं संघ नहीं जानता, मैं ये जानता हूं कि जब से कुंभ मेला शुरू है यहाँ पर जिसमें राक्षस लगातार यज्ञ भज्ञ करते हैं, रोज ये राक्षस आते हैं टीवी पर, रोज हिंदुओं के महाकुंभ की ऐसी तैसी करते हैं, रोज उनका दिमाग खराब करते हैं. मुझे इस ऑब्जेक्शन है. नाउ कमिंग टू दैट डियर फ्रेंड अबाउट हु इज शोइंग व्हाट, हु इज दिस लेडी, कैन यू टेल मी? दिस लेडी इज इंदिरा गांधी गोइंग टू सेलिब्रेट कुंभ इन 1977. हु इज दिस लेडी? दैट सोनिया गांधी राजमाता doing Kumbh in 2003. Now, if these people can show their photos and they do Kumbh, when Indira Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi go to Tirth with camera and show their pictures, why are their stomachs, paining? We don't care. Hindus don't care in Kumbh Mela who comes, who doesn't come. Mary Kom came. They put up their own reels. Ferrero Fernandez came. He put up his own reel. We have any problem? No. Because everybody is celebrating, they come here with all the poisonous, dirty faces and tell us तुम्हारे कुंभ में ये नहीं हो रहा, वो नहीं हो रहा. हमारे कुंभ में आग लगे, हम डूब जाए, हमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता. हमारे लिए अमृत कुंभ है, हम जाएंगे, नहाएंगे, आपको आना आप आइए, नहीं आना नहीं है, जबान बंद रखिए और टीवी पर गंदगी मत डालिए. आपके जॉब नहीं मिलते. 6 लाख से 12 लाख जॉब जनरेट हो रहे हैं, 2 लाख करोड़ जनरेट हो रहे हैं, हजारों लाखों गरीब लोगों को तथाकथित शेड्यूल को अब काम मिल रहा है, उनकी दुकानें चल रही हैं, वो आपके नहीं दिखेंगी. आपको केवल दिखेगा डिजास्टर 2013 का, ये लारी साहब के चीफ मिनिस्टर, जब 42 लोग मरे रेलवे के ऊपर. जिस कुंभ मेले का प्रमुख मुस्लिम था तब इनका पेट नहीं दुखा. हिंदुओं का मेला निकला, मुसलमान को हमारे कुंभ पे बिठाया, जिसको इंटरेस्ट नहीं था, जो कुंभ में नहाने भी नहीं आया, जिसके अंतर्गत इतने लोग मर गए, वो हमें सिखाएगा कुंभ कैसे चलाना है. जो आपको ना पाइए मत आइए, हमारे रोज यहाँ आके गंदगी मत डालिए.
Okay, Pula Rao and Abhishek Sudhi. Pula Rao, you've heard this entire narrative that you were essentially trying to build, and your allies, and the allies particularly. You've heard.
Have you
heard it?
Tell me what you want to do.
Have you heard it?
Okay.
Yes.
Kamru, I'll come to you. Let me also bring in the others who haven't spoken so far. 1 minute. Hold on. Can we take this discussion forward? Pula Rao, you see.
Yeah, I'm waiting. So Ratan Saab, give me a chance. You see, the main thing I found, it's a national, international event, once in 140 years. I know it's a great event. But it's a very sad thing I'm saying. The whole thing is about, it has become provincial, it has become one state-led thing. I'm very disappointed that
what are you disappointed
they have not
about?
made it a national affair.
You are disappointed?
Ministers, involve them. That's why you get sniping. People snipe at these things when you try to be the face of such a huge festival. No, let me say a couple of words, then you criticize me. I'll be happy.
No, can you at least address what Mr. Kharge has said? You agree with that statement?
I found that it has not been, none of the other chief ministers, other people have been involved in. Millions of people are going from the south. They're just going as if, it's all dominated. Unfortunately, it should have been more than one man or more than one party. It should have been once in 140 years.
Who's
Imagine
stopping
300 crore,
the party?
300
Akhilesh
million
Yadav took a
coming.
dip.
You know, I think they wasted an opportunity. And
How
they
exactly?
reduced
Can you
it
please
heroically.
elaborate? Mr. Pularao, Ratan
Yeah.
Shah has also said that
I'll tell you, the whole function, there's only about the Chief Minister of UP. I'm sorry to say he's
Mr.
organizing
Pularao,
it.
the
It
Chief
should
Minister
have been
as
a
an individual,
national-
as a
They
Hindu
should have
has
been-
all the
The
rights.
trains,
Now,
the flights
Mr.
and trains
Pularao,
from
what
all over
exactly are
India
you
are
disappointed
full.
with?
Try coming from south, try coming from east, try coming from north. Every flight, every train, every bus is full. Highways are full. Why are you saying it's a UP event?
Yeah, it should
You can't
be-
see people
there'll
coming
be-
from all over
you know,
Bharat.
you have
You're trying to make
you
it
have
UP
to
centric.
co-opt everybody.
It's not UP
You have to
centric.
co-opt
It
everybody.
is all
They have
India.
not
Try
co-opted
getting
anybody.
ticket from anywhere,
They have
from
not-
any train.
No,
You will not get it. Try booking a
one
hotel, you will
small
not
word, one
get it.
small word.
Only UP program?
Ratanji,
What kind
no,
of logic is
Ratanji,
this?
just a word. I'm not shouting over you. You know, I felt very disappointed that they have not made it a national event. Think about it.
What
You
is
don't
it?
have to condemn
How is
what
it
I'm
not?
saying.
Abhishek,
It's
Abhishek wants to respond.
You don't have
People
to.
from
Think
which it
about
is
it.
not coming.
There have
Tell
been
me,
so
show me
many.
one
Ratan Shah,
state.
allow
People feel
Abhishek
left
to also
out.
now come in.
People feel left out. People feel left out.
How exactly? I don't
crore people
understand.
are coming.
Now, Mr.
Which
Pularao,
means
when you have
every
people from
2 of the
across the
3
globe,
adults are
coming
They're
in
coming.
and witnessing,
No, but there is
one of
no
the biggest
sense of-
event,
there's no
one of
sense
the
of-
biggest
I'm
event.
telling you, I'm very sad at this.
That's the
Can I
problem
just-
because I don't know
Wide
how
base,
exactly are you said.
broad
I've
base.
heard him
Sudhir
out.
There would have
Pularao
been no
is
sniping.
upset.
I've heard him out.
There would have been no
People
sniping at
from-
this event. You have left people out. They will
Who is
actually be
nobody has
very
been left
upset
out,
about
sir.
it. You know, definitely.
Okay, I've heard
think
you. Can
about
I
it.
make my point now? And nobody has been left out. If you look at the airfares and the rail fares, they are through the roof. Right from the south, Bangalore, the demand for flights from Bangalore to Prayagraj is through the roof. People of all economic strata are at the Kumbh. People who are below the poverty line are at the Kumbh. The wealthiest of the wealthiest are also at the Kumbh. It is a festival for everybody. When you bathe in the Ganga, you are one. Akhilesh Yadav took a dip in the Ganga. Did anyone stop him? Was he left out? But of course, after that, he made his snide remarks. Let me tell you something. The one thing that scares the opposition more than anything in this country is Hindu unity. Today, Hindus of all castes, right? We had another speaker who brought in caste, are taking a dip in the same water. Nobody is asking the person next to them what your caste is. You have come to take a dip. Remo Fernandez took a dip. It doesn't even matter if you're not a follower of SANATAN. Yogi Adityanath has said all followers of all religions are welcome. As long as you respect SANATAN, you're welcome. This is, how can there be anyone, how can anyone be left out? The point is, Hindus are united. 40 to 45 crore people, that's twice the population of Uttar Pradesh, is going to pass through one city. Now, Pularao's problem is what exactly?
You know, when we say ek hai to safe hai Kamru, that is the reason why you saw perhaps the India alliance completely jittery, nervous, because you don't want anyone to be united.
Take a dip?
No,
Can't Mallikarjun Kharge, we are not forcing them to take a dip. But then don't make these comments. Don't make these comments.
Where is the problem?
They will not comment about Islam.
Let me finish.
They will take
Sudhir,
liberties with
you are a
Hinduism.
nice gentleman.
The
Just
likes
hear
of
me out one
Kamruddin
point.
and Tariq
We can debate
will come on
after
this
I say
program
this.
and will say the most vile things about my religion. And if I say anything about their religion, they'll cut my head off. That is the truth of India, as Ratan Shah said.
Yeah, Sudhir, I've heard you. You're a nice gentleman, but listen to this. You know, this Kumbh Mela is a festival for all the Indians, irrespective of Hindus, Muslims. But what you have done is you have rejected any Muslims coming out there.
Who has rejected any Muslim? This is unbelievable. How can you allow that? Who has rejected?
I think
That's very sad. That's quite
libelous
I agree with you 100%. That's very sad. You can't include people like that.
Siddharth and Kamru.
You can't.
Of the Sant Parivar. The Sanatan
Kamru, I think so. I think so. You're deliberately trying to mistreat people. Now that is unfair. Kamru, that is unfair. How exactly this is stirring?
What do you mean?
This is exactly the plot that you want this country to witness. This is the politics that you played for decades put together because unity seems to be a problem. Today, you're making such kind of a bizarre statement where you're saying that Muslims are not being allowed. Please show me one reference, one incident where a single person this time has been prevented from going in for celebrating Maha Kumbh. Show me one instance, Kamru.
How many Muslims have been allowed to set up shop in the Mela Prarangan?
No, on what basis?
What is this argument? Where is this argument coming from?
Why you have economically boycotted a section of the Indians
Where is this
and
argument
you
coming from?
call
The definition of secularism has to come through.
You
That
call
how many
this
Muslims have set up a shop in the Kumbh Mela?
and you don't know
Where-
your
where does the
yogis
secularism go when
per
Mallikarjun Kharge is
capita
making such
GDP
statements?
is
When Akhilesh Yadav is making such
$1,200.
statements? Where does the
Less than
secularism
half
go
of
then?
what Pakistan
You have
has
all the
got.
liberty to say anything and everything about Sanatan Dharma. You
Okay.
you cannot even
is
think
not
what you
about
are saying.
Sanatan Dharma.
You
You
do
are
not
not
have
the
any
Thekadar
secularism
of
there.
Tariq Lari,
But now
Tariq Lari,
secularism
You are
comes in
not
there.
the Thekadar of
What kind of
Sanatan
arguments
Dharma.
are these?
You have made it an exclusion.
Tariq Lari, Tariq Lari and Ratan Chadha.
This time because of your
मैं नहीं चाहता हूं कि
insecurities.
कोई मुसलमान
Your
जाए
Kumbh
कुंभ
Mela
में
wanted
बिल्कुल नहीं जाना चाहिए मुसलमान को कुंभ में बिल्कुल नहीं जाना चाहिए काय चौधरी जी और सब लोग हम लोग परेशान हो रहे बिल्कुल नहीं जाना चाहिए क्या काम है वहां पे क्या हज पे कोई हिंदू जाता है वहां दुकान सेटअप करने नहीं जाना चाहिए भाई इनका आस्था इनकी चीजें छोड़ दो कहां उसको बहस करना है कमरू जी कोई जरूरत नहीं बहस करने की वहां दुकान लगाने नहीं दे रहे
रतन शारदा
बैकआउट कर रखा है आप भी ईद में इकोनॉमिकली
Okay, Ratan Chadha, one final comment.
मैं किसी ऐसे काम से निकल दूंगा मैं पीडीए के वहां से खरीदूंगा सामान
Okay, Ratan Chadha, Ratan Chadha, then we end the debate.
every day is
मैं किसी
leave
बीजेपी के
people
लाला
alone.
बनिया से नहीं
Let
खरीदूंगा
them enjoy their Kumbh Mela. Let them enjoy their once in a century huge
अरे enjoy करेंगे आप लोग
spiritual
अपना
fair,
Kumbh
and don't teach us how to run our fair. Don't teach us how to celebrate, and don't try to create dirt every day on TV every day, making nonsensical statements. The people who said Garibi Hatao could not remove Garibi for 70 years. The one who said I will not play on, I will want unity of your society. They played a Muslim Yadav card. They play a PAD card. So that is okay with them, PDA card. So they will
Ratan
divide
ji,
society. They will say.
Ratan
okay,
Chadha
I think so. This is, you know, I think so. There is no end. There is no end to this because certain sections, certain that is there. You know that is very clear. Kamru and Tariq Lari, you know the kind of statements that you make and try to incite a community is actually very unfair. Ladies and gentlemen, politics surrounding Maha Kumbh only because you would essentially see one political party or a section essentially wanting this entire pot to be boiling. Ladies and gentlemen, Fiji